Hello and welcome to the look ahead for Tuesday, the 7th of October with me, Fiona Cincotta, Senior Market Analyst at City Index. Before we look ahead, though, to what we'll be watching tomorrow, we just need to talk a little bit about gold, which has surged a further 1.5%, hitting a fresh record high of $3,958 per ounce. So what's been driving this recent latest leg higher this week? Basically, it's political instability and uncertainty. Firstly, in France, we had the French Prime Minister had in his resignation after just 27 days since his appointment. And this is just highlighting the ongoing political crisis that there is in France as governments fail to push through a much needed budget, which would increase taxes and cut spending. And there's just not a government that's strong enough to be able to do it, given that it's so fragmented in the coalition government. So that political uncertainty. Then we've also got in Japan, we had a surprise win in the leadership election for the LDP party by Sene Taikeshi, who is a fiscal dove. And so this has seen the market really rein in Bank of Japan rate hike expectations. We're now expecting more fiscal loosening and spending increases. So a very different shift in political direction in Japan, which has implications for monetary policy. And then at the same time, we've got the ongoing shutdown in the US driving uncertainty. Plus, we've got the Federal Reserve that's potentially going to cut interest rates twice before the end of the year. And on top of that, we have inflation pretty high in the US. So let's just take a quick look at what's going on. Sorry, I'm going to just bring up the gold chart so we can have a look at what's going on there. This is the gold chart here. Fresh record highs. Look at that. Up we go. Very overbought. So I think there is a reason to be cautious at this level, but at the same time, momentum is, it's strong. We've seen this has been overbought since it broke out of that range that had been trading in, and that doesn't seem to have held it back. I think the outlook for gold potentially remains quite strong, given that we're seeing central banks continuing with their purchasing, plus, as I said, that fundamental backdrop, which is supporting the outlook. 4,000 is the next level to be watching on the way up. As far as support levels are concerned, they're very tapered stepping stones, if you like. We've got a stepping stone, I guess here would be the next one, 3,800 on the downside. Below that, you've got the 3,700 and this level here, which is 3,615. No major supports at all, I would say, until really, it would take a move below that 3,500 to really negate this near-term uptrend that we've seen. Now, just whilst we've been talking about what's going on in Japan, let's take a look at US dollar, Japanese yen. So we've seen the yen tumble on the back of these election results that we've seen come out today. The Nikkei has charged higher to record levels, up almost 5%. Yen has dropped sharply to that 150 level against the US dollar, which is a pretty key level that we've had marked out. Given this shift in the outlook now for Japan, there is potential for further weakness in that Japanese yen. But I guess it all depends really on what's going on with the US dollar as well, because we have seen that weakness in the US dollar. Obviously, it's strengthened today on the back of those weakness in the yen, weakness in the euros, helped boost the US dollar. Overnight, we'll be watching out for Japanese household spending. But as I said, I don't think economic data is really going to be such a significant driver of the yen just in the early part of this week as that political change or shift in outlook, as well as the USD Japanese yen. Let's just take a look at euro US dollar. So as I said, in France, we had that political situation going on where the French Prime Minister has resigned after 27 days. Euro is just a spot weaker, but it hasn't really broken out of range at all. I mean, it's trading in a very tight range, struggling below that 117.50 level, but it's still finding support there on the 50 SMA at 116.80. That's the level to watch on the downside. So obviously attention will remain on France and what's happening there. We've seen French assets, so the CAC has fallen sharply. French treasury yields have also risen very sharply, and so this what we're going to be watching out for is, you know, any developments there. Then we've also got German factory orders, which aren't a massive mover as far as the euro is concerned, but they will be taken into account. ECB President Christine Lagarde will also be speaking tomorrow, so the market will be watching what she has to say. Although the ECB has previously said that they're comfortable with inflation at its current level, so we're not expecting the ECB to move as far as rates are concerned, really, this year, and potentially not really and next year either, unless something changes quite dramatically. The market is only pricing in a 35% probability of a 25 basis point rate cut between now and June next year. So just finally, let's take a look at the DAX. This is the DAX. It's trading close to its record high. In fact, we see we've moved, it's broken out of this range that it was trading within. We've broken back above that rising trend line. Didn't quite make it to record highs, but stays close. It's continuing to hold above that rising trend line. Data tomorrow, as I said, German factory orders expected to rise 1.2% after falling 2.9% in the previous month. Strong unexpected data, normal sounding, upbeat sounding, potentially ECB President Christine Lagarde could help the German DAX move above the fresh record highs. And obviously, you know, any sense of improving sentiment as far as the US is concerned and rate cuts will also help. There are several Fed speakers that were speaking, including Stephen Mirren, Trump's newest appointee, who voted for a 50 basis point rate cut in the meeting that we had in September. So I hope that you've liked everything that we've spoken about. If you do, then please do give this video a like, and for more videos like this, then please do subscribe.